I never imagined my life would spiral into a real-life legal thriller. But it didn't start in a courtroom. It began at my front door. Nearly a year had passed since my divorce from Daniel. I had slowly pieced my life back together, juggling extra shifts at work, caring for my teenage daughter, and finally finding a sense of stability. Daniel had moved on quickly, marrying a younger woman named Vanessa. I thought their drama was behind me, until one Saturday morning, the doorbell rang. When I opened the door, Vanessa stood there, arms crossed, a smug grin plastered across her face. Daniel lingered slightly behind her, uneasy, but she was the one speaking. "We're here for our share," she declared. I blinked in confusion. "Share of what?" "The house," she said, tilting her head like she expected me to be impressed. "Daniel says he's entitled to half. That means you're obligated too. Either buy us out or get ready to move." My stomach churned, but I forced myself to remain composed. This house belonged to me. I had purchased it long before Daniel and I ever met. The divorce decree clearly stated he had no claim. Vanessa didn't lose her smile. "Funny," she said, "because Daniel says otherwise. And as his wife, I get a say now." I turned to Daniel. "Is this really why you're here?" He shuffled uncomfortably. "It's not like that. We just need a little help." Vanessa cut him off sharply. "Stop sugarcoating it. She owes us. You built this home together. You deserve something for that." My jaw clenched. "Owes you?" The audacity left a fire in my chest. I drew a steady breath. "I owe you nothing. Daniel knows exactly what he agreed to in the divorce. This house was never part of the settlement." Her smile vanished, replaced by a scowl. "You think you're untouchable? We'll see about that. When this goes to court, you'll regret refusing to settle." My pulse quickened, but I refused to be intimidated. "Do as you must. The law is clear, and so am I. This home belongs to me and my daughter. You will not take it from us." Daniel muttered something under his breath, tugging at Vanessa's arm. She shrugged him off. "Fine. You'll hear from us soon." With that, she stormed to her car, and Daniel followed silently. Once the door clicked shut, I leaned against it, trembling, not with fear, but with anger. Their nerve, their arrogance. Yet beneath it all was determination. I would not be bullied. 2 weeks later, the legal notice arrived. They were suing me for a portion of the house's equity. My lawyer, Ms. Reynolds, reviewed the documents and shook her head. "They don't have a case," she said firmly. "You purchased this property before your marriage. There's no marital claim here." Relief washed over me. But Ms. Reynolds warned, they'll drag this out. People like Vanessa thrive on intimidation. Be prepared. She'll make this personal. And she did. At the hearing, Vanessa strutted into the courtroom like it was her stage, spinning a tale of victimhood and claiming I had manipulated Daniel during the divorce. Daniel sat beside her, silent, avoiding my gaze. When it was my turn, I spoke plainly with no theatrics. "Your Honor, I purchased this home years before my marriage. I have records, mortgage statements, and the deeds. Daniel, and I settled all property matters in our divorce. This case is an attempt to claim what isn't theirs." Ms. Reynolds laid out every document. Each mortgage payment, the deeds, the settlement agreement. The judge listened carefully, then turned to Vanessa. "Do you have any evidence to support this?" She faltered. Her only ammunition was anger and empty threats. Finally, the judge sighed. Case dismissed. The property remains solely in the respondent's name. Any further claims will be considered harassment. The gavel struck. Just like that, it was over. Vanessa's smugness had disappeared, replaced by red-faced humiliation. She stormed out, Daniel trailing behind, eyes downcast. That evening, I sat on the porch, my home finally quiet, sipping tea as the sunset painted the sky. My daughter joined me, resting her head on my shoulder. "Are we okay, Mom?" she asked softly. I kissed her hair. "More than okay. No one can take what we built here." In that moment, I realized it wasn't just about the house. It was about resilience, refusing to let greed and manipulation dictate my life. Vanessa had come to intimidate me, confident she could unsettle my world. But she left with nothing, and I remained stronger, freer, and more at peace than ever